And I'm already feel like I'm very tired, out of breath, I'm out of water. Oh, welcome back. Today is day 2 of my training for the 10K that I'm preparing to do in 10 weeks. As you know, yesterday I was highly motivated. It was my first day. It went pretty good. It was good, but it was not the greatest because I had some pain in my lower back all day. It wasn't a lot of pain. I would say on the scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 2 to 3, but it was enough to make me uncomfortable. So I was up till 2 a.m. I couldn't go to sleep, and finally I did go to sleep at 2 a.m. and I woke up at 10 a.m. So I had 8 hours of sleep. So when I woke up with probably high levels of cholesterol. Shit. No. When I woke up with high levels of cortisol, and I wasn't feeling good. First thing I wanted to do is use my phone, check my messages, maybe social media, which I avoided. I'm trying to not use social media in the morning, first thing, for at least half an hour or so. After that, I was just contemplating whether to really carry on with this or not. I was just not feeling good in the morning. I generally don't feel good in the mornings. I am stressed out. Everything seems too much in the morning. But I knew I wanted to do it. I couldn't just keep putting it off like I have been putting off things. It's really hard to be consistent. You get an idea and you are very motivated and excited to do it, and then the next day you don't it's like you don't get a reward for the first day, and if you don't get a reward for the first day, you don't feel motivated. There's no instant gratification in it, so your dopamine levels are probably pretty low, and I just wasn't feeling it. Then I started making excuses. I was like, I don't know, what if my pain gets worse again? What if it's too hot? Because I woke up late, so it was almost noon when I was ready to go out, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's too hot. I was not feeling good in my stomach, so I was trying to make every excuse I can. So, but I did put on the clothes. I got ready, but I was still procrastinating. The good thing about getting ready is if you're ready, then you can just wait for that instant when you get that little bit of motivation and you feel good, and you just leave. So I made sure I had my electrolytes. I went out, and it's about 2 p.m. So it took me about 2 hours to really get out, since I've been wanting to go out and practice. So since I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to get pain, I'm gonna go and stretch a little bit and drink some of my water, hydrate, and I've already walked about 500 steps, so I'm a little warmed up. Now I'm gonna start my run and run a little bit, walk a little bit, like my usual, and that should work. And let's see how that goes. very hot. It's probably about 95 degrees right now. This I learned back in my 9th grade when I was studying in a small city called Nainital in India. It's on a hill. I was going to a boarding school, so every morning we used to do these kind of stretches. I didn't know why we were doing it. I didn't even know these are called stretches. I thought this was just an exercise. It's a good stretch. So I think that should be good for the stretch. And should we maybe start running? Uh, I don't know. I don't feel like it, but I want to. All right, let's see. Oh, by the way, let me show you this. At the start of my run, the steps counter is showing 1473 steps and 0.6 miles. Okay guys, so the first part of my run was 500 steps, which is longer than the one that I did yesterday. I think it was about 300 steps. So that's an improvement. I'm better, feeling better, less out of breath today. So I'm gonna keep walking a little bit, and as soon as my heart rate goes down a little bit, I'm gonna start running again. So as I was walking around, I ran into these trailers. And when you see these trailers, that means there's a movie being shot around. And generally the actors will be sitting in those trailers when they're not doing the scene. And that's where I think those cabanas you see, that's where they do the catering. They have some delicious food there. I hope one day I get to sit in one of those. This is okay, so I thought I was recording, but I was not, so I'm gonna just repeat what I just said. So I just ran another 500 steps, a little bit out of breath. I got a little bit of pain in the lower back on the left side, which is already subsiding since I started taking a break. So it was a nice 500 step run again, and now I'm taking a break. And behind me you can see there's a beautiful pond here in which we have turtles and we have ducks. Let me show you. I really like coming to this pond. It's about 300 steps from where I live. I got these ducks. They're just chilling under the tree, orange tree. See? You know, it's quite hot right now. I believe it's probably like 100 degrees. And you can see those turtles there just chilling, sunbathing. We have some turtles here in the water. Aren't they beautiful? I'm really enjoying, today's Saturday, I'm really enjoying just running, just being by myself out in the open, just relaxing. I'm gonna continue walking so my heart rate doesn't fall off too much, and I'll just show you a little bit of this orange grove that is very close to where I live. It's a nice place to come to and relax. Does anybody know why that turtle has his neck all the way up? Its neck is all the way like up, looking towards the sun. I hope he's not gonna get like eye damage or something. Okay, so look at those squirrels there. There's a few squirrels just playing around. There's one over there, I don't know if you can see, under the tree. And we have this water stream. It's quite nice. Okay, so before I start running again, I'm gonna eat something. I just finished almost 2/3 of my bottle, and the water is very warm. It's not, doesn't taste very good. And then I have these little, I have these dates that I got. I got these dates from home to just supply me enough energy to finish the run. I'm just trying to improve like 5% every day. If I can do that, that's gonna be enough for me to get ready for the 10K in 10 weeks. Okay, let's get to running. By the way, does anyone know if it's safe for me to run on concrete, like on the sidewalk? Or I should be running in the grass, or it doesn't matter? It definitely feels harder to run in the grass, as in like it seems like I have to use more energy to run in the grass than on the concrete, but the impact is probably more on the concrete on my knees. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I took a break is mostly because I was feeling something in my knees. I won't say pain, but something uncomfortable. Oh, I'm very out of breath, and I just did 3 sets of 500 steps of running today, and I'm already feel like I'm very tired, out of breath, I'm out of water. Oh, you know, I just realized that 1500 steps is only like not even a mile, and I'm already like so tired. I did walk a lot, not a lot, but I walked about like 3,000 steps, so that's about 1.5 miles, and I ran about less than a mile, and I'm very out of breath. And it makes me sad that I'm only able to run in a burst of 500 steps at a time. That's only like quarter mile. I can only run quarter mile at a time, and I think I've done 3/4 today in running, which is sad because when I started yesterday, I was telling myself, hey, you know, I can do it. It's gonna be easy. I can do 10K in 10 weeks. And now the goal seems too hard. The reality is harsh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. What do you guys think? I can barely run a quarter mile at a time, and I can probably just run like a mile right now in total. So from a mile to go to 2 miles, it's probably gonna take like 10 days, I think. And then from 2 miles to 4 miles, another month. It's gonna be very close. I might not be able to do it in 2 months, 10 weeks time. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep pushing myself. You know, I was not very motivated today, and I just pushed myself to get out of here. Yesterday I ran at 10 a.m. so the weather was nicer to me, but today the weather is just very, very harsh on me. It's 2 p.m. here in Northridge area in Los Angeles County, and it gets to like 100-degree Fahrenheit. So it's really drying me out, and I don't know if I want to run anymore. I've already done about 2 miles in walking, and about 3/4 in running. So in total I've done about 3 miles of coverage today. I think that's nice. I think my first goal would be to cover like 10 miles. If I can cover 10 miles just walking and running, then I think I can think about increasing my running distance. I think that would be a first goal, to just like cover 10 miles. No matter how I walk, I take break, I run, I just try to get that 10 kilometers. Sorry. Oh, actually 10 kilometers shouldn't be that bad. If I can do 3 miles, which is about 5 kilometers I'm already doing. So if I can cover 10 kilometers just like in overall walking, running, and resting, I think I'll be pretty good. So I'm again positive, and I'm motivated to do more of this, keep going every day and get that 10K target. And obviously after that 10K, it's gonna be the marathon, right? And pray for my shoulder that it gets better, please, so I can start going to the gym, because you know, I've been trying to build muscle and it's very hard. One of the hardest things to do is build muscle. A lot of people don't go to the gym. I didn't know how important it was to go to the gym, and I'm just happy that I did. But now I can't go. It's been a month. The sunscreen is in my eyes again. I hate when that happens. Like every time I sweat, I have this really nice sunscreen from like Kyle's. It's a zinc formula, and it's supposed to not burn. That's why I got it from Sephora. So I'm putting this sunscreen, which is like more natural. It has zinc in it, but it's still burning my eyes. If you guys know a better sunscreen that doesn't just melt with my sweat, please let me know in the comments, and please keep following my journey. I would really appreciate your comments, any positive comments, anything to improve my running, improve my health overall. And again, this channel is about health. I do also make some short films. If you want to watch my short films, you can watch them on my YouTube channel. But mostly, like, I want to motivate everybody to go to the gym. I'm in my 30s, man. It's difficult to stay healthy, and it's definitely difficult to stay in shape. So, but it is so important. Like literally, like you will feel like in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, if you keep like pushing, working hard, staying healthy. Because you know, man, God gave us one thing when we were born. It's our body and our brain, and that's what we gotta, take care of. Number one, I've been working as an engineer. I got my MBA. I worked very hard past 10 years to make my career, and I didn't make a lot of money. I did, I did the ladder climbing like everybody does, corporate stuff. I went to SpaceX. It was all good, man. But at the end of the day, my health was deteriorating. I was focusing too much on my work and focusing on too much to make my bosses happy. And I'm not about that life anymore. I do want, if I do go work for a company, I really care about, for the product, then I will do it. And for the vision, yeah. But for now, I'm focusing on my health and, maybe make some couple of short films for you guys. Watch my short films. Let me know if you like them. And any constructive criticism. I mean, anything that you can give, I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for coming today for my day 2 of my run. I got to walk another about 500 steps. And I think by now I have about 5,000 steps total in running and walking. So that's good. And you can see how I'm more energetic now just by doing the 5,000 steps. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of power. I'm positive. I can go home. I can edit this video. I can do other things that I want to do and, have a good lunch. And that's what I want to motivate everybody else to do, because trust me, I'm nowhere close to perfect. I'm nowhere close to anything. So if I can do something, and I'm doing this to set an example for myself so I can watch it in the future, that I can do this, and for others, people can watch me. I'm just a regular human being. I don't have any special luxuries. I don't have special money. I haven't worked in like 2 years, man, like proper job. Like I barely make enough money to survive. But if I can do it, you can do it. See you tomorrow.